Today we will be discussing about CATZOC, category of zone of confidence. So when you go to your ECDIS, you can switch off there. I'm not sure in other ECDIS such as Forono, Kongsberg, if they are the same, but in Kongsberg it says accuracy in the themes tab in the settings. So when you turn it on, you could actually see a CATZOC. This is like an asterisk in an ENC chart. So each ENC have different kind of CATZOC. Have some asterisk of 3, others are 6, others are U. So let's have a short discussion about the CATZOC. So we have here a table showing a CATZOC information. So when you have an asterisk of 6 asterisks, that's an A1, 5 would be A2, so on and so forth. So how to calculate the depth accuracy? For the position accuracy, it's already given here. For 6 asterisk or the E1 area, it's plus minus 5 meters. E2 is plus minus 20 meters, and so on. Here in E1, in calculating the depth accuracy, it's actually given here. As you can see here in the pointers, in my mouse pointer, this is actually the formula in calculating the depth accuracy of a certain ENC CATZOC accuracy, depth accuracy. So here below is just a sample calculation. This says 10%, 10 meters, 1% of the depth, which is 10 meters, and you add it to 0.5 and you will get 0.6 meters accuracy. That's for E1, or in your ENC you will see it as 6 asterisk. For A2, the formula here is 2% of the depth, you add it with the 1 meter value. So these are actually the formula. The problem here is the D and the U, the unassessed. The unassessed doesn't mean that the area was not surveyed. It's actually surveyed, but for some reason, the quality of the data presented was not assessed. So, just to be clear, U does not mean the area was not surveyed. It's just that the quality of the ENC presented were not assessed before they are released to the shipping. Maybe in the next week correction, the U will become 6 after the assessment. So this CATZOC actually represents the quality of the data presented in a certain ENC charts. So make sure when you are using an ENC, you are using the best ENC, or they call it the best chart ENC. Okay, for the best quality data presented will be represented by A1, a little bit less is A2, and so on. In calculating a CATZOC depth accuracy, especially in other company, they are using this CATZOC depth accuracy in calculating their company UKC requirement. So in order to do that, in a certain voyage plan, in a certain leg, one leg would probably go through different kind of CATZOC. Let's say your one leg is from North Pacific Ocean east side, and the end of the league would be on the west side of the North Pacific Ocean, and it would probably pass through different kind of CATZOC. Maybe it will go to A1 and then A2, B and C CATZOC. So I prefer using the worst case scenario. If I go through, let's say C is the less value or CATZOC, I will use the C. And for the C, let's say for example the less depth, I will be using the less depth because it's always better to assume the worst scenario. So I will be using the less CATZOC quality data presented and the lesser depth in a certain leg. So let's say for example in North Pacific Ocean, I would have the less depth of, let's see, 100 meters. So my CATZOC deep accuracy value would be 100 meters, 5% of 100 meters, plus 2. That would be the value I will be using for my UKC calculation. So I'm not sure if I was able to share to you a certain knowledge that you're looking for regarding with CATZOC. So just to summarize, CATZOC, it represents the quality of the data presented in a certain ANC. Make sure you use the best chart when you do your passage plan, and for me it would be better to always use and assume the worst depth and the worst CATZOC if ever your leg one waypoint to the other will pass through different CATZOC or zone of categories, category of zone of confidence. And yeah, in the CATZOC table, in this part, if you can see in my pointer, these are actually the formula in calculating. For the D and U, they don't have a formula for this one, because I think your company should decide what formula you should be using when passing through a D or D and assess. So I hope this video helps.